Hello viewer, thank you so much for tuning into Erin TV, where you watch and get more around. Today, we are going to look at our lesson number 7, and we are going to look at a different topic. We shall be looking at reciprocals, but it will not be fair for me or for us to proceed with the reciprocals before we review on our last assignment. During our last lesson, we were looking at the application of cube and cube roots. Application of cube and cube roots, and therefore I left you with 3 questions which you are supposed to tackle. Question number 1, you were told that the volume of a cube is 10,000 centimeter cubed. So the volume of a cube is 10,000 centimeter cubed, and therefore you are asked what is the range of the cube. Once again, I told you that a cube has all the 3 sides equal. So you have that side equal to that side equal to that side. So volume of a cube is got by, you take one range, then you multiply by itself 3 times all. Volume is equals to L cubed. So we want one side. We want to get one side. So we already have that volume, which is 1,000, sorry, not 10,000, 1,000 centimeter cubed, 1,000 centimeter cubed, not 10,000. So you have 10,000, 1,000 is equals to L cubed. And therefore, how do we find this L therefore? So we look for the cube roots from both sides. So that implies that L is equals to the cube root of 1,000, like that. The cube root of 1,000. I told you that cube root of a number means that number to power a third. So our range is equal to 1,000 to power a third. We write this one in its factors. So 1,000, as you know, it is 10 cubed. So our range is equals to 10 cubed to power a third. So when you multiply 3 by a third, you get 1. So our range is equals to 10 to power 1, which is equals to 10 centimeter. So the range of that cube, you are supposed to get 10 centimeters. You are supposed to get 10 centimeters. Let's now look at question number 2. And question number 2 was reading as follows. The volume of a sphere is given by 4 over 3 pi r cubed. So you are supposed to find the radius of a sphere whose volume is 1,047.9 centimeter cubed. So you look for the radius. Look for the radius of a sphere whose volume is 1,047.9 centimeter cubed. So we already have this volume here. So what we are looking for is the radius. We don't know the radius, and you know very well that the formula for getting the volume of a sphere is 4 over 3 pi r cubed. So that means that 4 over 3 pi r cubed is equal to 1,047.9 centimeter cubed. That is equal to that. And you are also told to use the pi is 22 over 7. So that means 4 over 3 times pi. We now substitute that with 22 over 7 times r cubed is equals to 1,047.9. So we can multiply out the numbers, and for 4 times 22, that one gives us 88 over 7 times 3 is 21 r cubed equals to 1,047.9. So we don't know the radius. So you have to get rid of this number here. How? By multiplying both sides by the reciprocal of this, so that you are left with r cubed only. So multiply both sides by the reciprocal of 88 over 21 is 21 over 88. So multiply that by 21 over 88 like that, and that one cancels. Then on that side you are left with r cubed, which is equals to, you now come and work out this. Take that, multiply by that, then you divide by that. We can use the calculator. That is 1047.9. You multiply that by 20. You multiply that by 21. Multiply that by 21. And that one gives us 22,005.9. Then whatever that you divide by 88, and you find that that one is going to give us, so these, if you multiply out that, you are going to get 250.07. Let me write it into two decimal places. So r cubed is equals to 250.07. Then for you to get the radius, remember this is radius cubed. You look for the cube root from both sides. You look for the cube root from both sides, and you know this one is going to cancel because r cubed to power a third is equals to r to power 1, which is equals to r. So in that side you are going to be left with r. Now you can, on the other side, for you to be able to get the value of r, you have to look for this cube root of 250.07. You can either use the mathematical table to be able to get that. So if you look for the cube root of 250.07, you are going to get 6.3. So you are going to get 6.3. So use your mathematical table and you see what you're going to get. That is the radius. So the radius for that sphere was supposed to be 6.3 centimeter. You're supposed to get 6.3 centimeter. And let's now look at our very last question. Or question number 3. Remember, I left you with 3 questions that you're supposed to tackle. And our last one read as follows. Find the volume of a cube. Find the volume of a cube. Find the volume of a cube whose volume equals that of a cylinder of height 8.6 centimeters and radius 3.8 centimeters. So the volume of this cube is equal to that of a cylinder. So what we have are the measurements of the cylinder. And you know, a cylinder looks like that. In volume, you don't mind whether it's open or closed. So the height of that cylinder is 8.6 and the radius is 3.8. So what does that mean? That means that if this cube has the same volume as this cylinder here, that means that if you get the volume of this cylinder, you have already gotten the volume of this particular cube. So we just need to get the volume of this particular cylinder. And how do you get the volume of a cylinder? You get the volume of a cylinder by taking the base area multiplied by the height. So the base area of this cylinder here, you can see it takes the shape of a circle. It takes the shape of a circle. So for us to get this area, so we take this circle and we get the area. And you know the area of a circle is got by pi r squared. This one gives us the area of a circle. Then if you take that area of a circle, you multiply by the height. If you multiply by the height, we multiply by the height of this cylinder. That is what is going to give us the volume. So as simple as that. And after getting that, you have gotten the volume of this particular cube. So we start by getting the area of this cross-section area. So pi r, the area of the circle is got by pi r squared. So that means 22. Let's take pi as 22 over 7 times the radius. The radius is 3.8. So times 3.8 times 3.8. Now that's going to give us the area of the cross-section. But we want the area of this particular cylinder. So what do? We have to multiply by that height, and that height is 8.6. That area, that range is 8.6. So we multiply 22 by 3.8 by 3.8 by 8.6, then that you divide by 7, you have gotten the volume of the cylinder, which is the same as the volume of the cube that you are supposed to look for. So if you take 22, you multiply by 3.8, then multiply by 3.8, then multiply by 6, you get that one is 2732.048. Then that you divide by 7, and you're going to get that as 390.29. 390.293. So that is the volume of this cylinder. From the question, the question was saying find the volume of a cube whose volume equals that of a cylinder. Since the volume of this cube is equal to that of a cylinder, that means that is the volume of this particular cube. Hope I don't want to know that you've gotten it right. And when you don't got it right, you are going to rectify, do more exercises, and you will perform well in mathematics. So for today's lesson, we are going to look at what we call reciprocals. Reciprocals. That is our lesson for today. Now, what is reciprocal? Reciprocal of a number. I know you've ever come across such a term, and it's important to note that reciprocal of a number. What reciprocal of a number? If you take reciprocal of a number, you multiply by that number, whatever you get is supposed to be equal to 1. What do I mean? Reciprocals are multiplication inverses. So, if you are asked to define reciprocal, we call them multiplication inverses. Multiplication inverses. For example, let's take a number like a quarter. A fraction. A quarter is a fraction. So we say that a quarter is a multiplication inverse of number 4. So this one is a multiplication. This one is a multiplication inverse of 4. And what have I told you? I've told you that if you take the inverse of a number multiplied by the number, what you are supposed to get is a 1. Can you confirm that? Yes. If you take this a quarter here, you multiply by 4. That one gives us by 4, 1, by 4, 1. 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times 1 is 1. Another example of a multiplication inverse? Maybe, let's take a number like 1 over 7. 1 over 7 is a multiplication inverse of 7. And if you take 1 over 7, you multiply by 7, you are supposed to get 1. You are supposed to get 1. So, in other words, this is what we mean when we speak of reciprocals. This is what we mean when we speak of reciprocals. That is, if reciprocal of a number x is y, the reciprocal of a number x is y, then x multiplied by y is supposed to be equal to 1. Note that. If reciprocal of a number x is y, then if you take x multiplied by y, you are supposed to get 1. So reciprocal of a number like 7 is 1 over 7. If you take 7 multiplied by 1 over 7, you get 1. And that is what we mean by reciprocal. Reciprocal of 1 over 7 is 7. So that's what we mean when we talk of a reciprocal. So let's do examples so that we understand better. Reciprocal. Let's find the reciprocal of numbers. So when we do now examples, we look at our example 1. Our example 1. Find the reciprocal of 6. The reciprocal of 6 is going to be 1 divided by 6, which is equals to 1 over 6. That is the reciprocal of 6. What about a reciprocal of a number like? That is our example 1. Let's do our example 2 here. Find the reciprocal of a number like 2 over 3. That one is a fraction. So, what is the reciprocal of a number like 2 over 3? So, reciprocal of a number like 2 over 3 is got by taking 1 divided by 2 over 3. Take 1 divided by 2 over 3. Then after that, for you to get the actual answer, you need to change this sign from division to multiplication. And how do we go about that? We reciprocate the divisor. You have to reciprocate the divisor. The divisor in this case is 2 over 3. For us to change the sign from division to multiplication. So this one implies that 1 multiplied by, we reciprocate this. So reciprocating, in other words, you write the denominator as the numerator, and the numerator as the denominator. So with this one, you are going to write as 3 over 2. Then 1 times 3, 3, then over 2. So the reciprocal of 2 over 3 is 3 over 2. As simple as that. Let's look at another example of a mixed fraction. Let's look at our example 3. Find the reciprocal of 2 and a third. Find the reciprocal of 2 and a third. In such a case, I would urge you, first of all, rewrite the number as an improper fraction. So 2 times 3, 6. Plus 1, get 7 over 3. So the reciprocal of 7 over 3 is going to be 1 divided by 7 over 3. This one implies that you take 1, you multiply by, reciprocate the divisor, 3 over 7, and you get 1 times 3 is 3, then over 7. That is the reciprocal of 2 and a third. That's the reciprocal of 2 and a third. So that's what you are supposed to do as far as reciprocal are concerned. Thank you so much for watching. And let's continue to do more and more mathematics. I'm going to leave you with the assignment for today. So, attempt, work out the following question. So, find the reciprocal of the following. Find the reciprocal of the following. A. Find the reciprocal of 28. B. Find the reciprocal of 3.6. Number C. Find the reciprocal of 0.024. Number D. Find the reciprocal of 1 and 3/4. Keep it Elimu TV while you continue to watch and learn. Give us any of your feedback. Do our SMS number 22518. Our Facebook page, Elimu TV, or you can also tweet us. Any questions or any queries or feedback through our Twitter handle, Elimu_KA. For those who have continued to try the mathematics trivia, continue doing that. And for those who have not tried, go ahead and do so. I'm going to read out the names of those who are going to get it right. So let's continue learning mathematics because we need it in our day-to-day life. Keep it.